Hello and a warm welcome. I'm Dr. Jackson, and I'm honored to be your guide on this extraordinary journey of thriving, not just surviving, as we age. Today, I'm thrilled to share something with you that could genuinely reshape how you experience your golden years. Let me ask you, have you ever noticed those men in their 70s or 80s who seem to glow with vitality? Sharp minds, strong bodies, a twinkle in their eye, and a passion for life that makes you wonder, what's their secret? And then, heartbreakingly, there are others who seem to fade too early, becoming shadows of who they once were. What if I told you that one of the most powerful differences between the two could be hiding in a place no one talks about? A part of life society quietly tells us to leave behind as we grow older. Yes, I'm talking about your relationship with your body. More specifically, the incredible, often overlooked power of self-pleasure. Now, I know some of you might feel a bit uncomfortable or even surprised by that, and that's completely okay. This is a topic that's been wrapped in shame and silence for far too long, especially for men of your generation. But as someone who's spent over a decade helping older adults reclaim their health and vibrancy, I'm here to tell you this. This isn't about fleeting pleasure. This is about your brain, your heart, your spirit, your life force. The science is in, and it's showing us that staying connected to your sexual self can be a game changer well into your 80s and beyond. This isn't about pressure, judgment, or awkwardness. It's about freedom. It's about giving yourself permission to explore your body with curiosity, kindness, and wonder, to rediscover what makes you feel truly alive. So I invite you, stick with me for a little while today. Together, we'll unpack the latest research, hear real stories from my patients, and I'll even give you a simple, practical guide you can try tonight, no matter where you are on your health journey. But first, I want to hear from you. Drop a quick comment below and let me know where you're tuning in from. Are you in Chicago, Tokyo, Ottawa, or maybe a quiet little town tucked away somewhere special? And if something I share today resonates with you, let me know. Your voice matters here. This is a conversation, not a lecture, so grab a cup of tea, hit play, and let's talk about how to add not just years to your life, but life to your years. But before we dive in, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss proven practical health strategies designed for your golden years. Let me start with a question I've asked myself countless times in my practice. Why do some men age with such remarkable vitality, while others seem to fade too soon? As a doctor, I've seen both ends of the spectrum. Men in their late 70s out hiking with their grandkids, tackling crosswords faster than I can, laughing with a spark that radiates pure life. And then there are others, barely 65, who seem to have given up. Not because they want to, but because somewhere along the way they were told, this is just how aging works. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be that way. One of the most overlooked drivers of healthy aging is something we rarely talk about, especially not out loud. Our connection to our sexual selves. Yes, I'm talking about self-pleasure, masturbation, a word that might make you shift in your seat, especially if you grew up in a time when it was swept under the rug or met with shame. But let's set aside the discomfort for a moment and look at what the science tells us. Your body was never designed to shut down with age, not your muscles, not your mind, and certainly not your capacity for pleasure. When you engage in sexual activity, including self-pleasure, your body lights up in ways that extend far beyond that moment. Let's break it down. You trigger a hormonal cascade. Testosterone surges, helping to preserve muscle mass and bone density, two essential elements of strength and mobility as you get older. You release oxytocin, the so-called love hormone, which calms your nervous system and reduces stress. You flood your system with endorphins, nature's own pain relievers. relaxing stiff joints, lifting your mood, and even improving your sleep. But it's more than just hormones. Every time you engage in sexual stimulation, you boost blood flow throughout your body. Think of it as a workout for your circulatory system. Blood rushes to your brain, sharpening cognition. It moves through your heart, supporting cardiovascular health. And yes, it flows to your pelvic region, keeping vital tissues and muscles healthy and functioning. Here's something compelling. A 5-year longitudinal study from the University of Finland tracked men between 55 and 75. Those who remained sexually active, either with a partner or solo, had significantly lower rates of heart disease, and they scored higher on cognitive performance tests than those who didn't. Imagine your body as a finely tuned machine, one that's run powerfully for decades. Now, what happens if you stop oiling one of its key parts? It starts to seize up, rust, slow down, maybe even break. Your sexual vitality is that oil. Neglecting it doesn't just mean missing out on pleasure. It means letting your vitality slip quietly out of reach. So now I'm curious. What's one shift you've noticed in your energy lately? Maybe your mornings feel a little heavier, or your focus isn't quite as sharp as it once was. Pop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear where you're at on your journey, because here's the truth. You don't have to accept that fading spark as your new normal. In my clinic, I've seen men in their 80s completely turn things around, not by chasing youth, but by reconnecting with their bodies in a whole new way. This isn't about reclaiming who you were, it's about honoring the powerful, wise, incredible man you are right now. So let's get real. Let's talk about why so many men drift away from this part of themselves, and how that quiet disconnection is holding them back in ways they may not even realize. Over the years, I've had hundreds of honest conversations with men, strong, accomplished men who've built families, careers, lives filled with meaning. And again, they tell me the same thing. Doctor Jackson, I just don't feel like that part of me matters anymore. And honestly, that breaks my heart, because that's not a conscious choice they've made. It's a message they've absorbed, quietly, over time. A misunderstanding passed down by culture, family, and silence. Maybe you've felt it too. Maybe desire doesn't show up the way it used to. Erections might take more effort, or not happen at all some days. And somewhere along the way you thought, well, I guess that chapter's over. Or maybe it's deeper than that. Maybe it's old beliefs, rooted deep. One patient told me, my dad said real men don't do that. Another said, my church made it clear, after a certain age, it's wrong. And society? It doesn't help. Ads are filled with youthful bodies. Doctors rarely bring up sexual health after 50. And suddenly, you're left feeling like your sexuality came with an expiration date. But let me be clear. That is a myth. Your body doesn't buy into it. And neither does science. The truth is, your need for physical pleasure, for connection, touch, release, isn't something that fades with age. It's hardwired into your biology, from cradle to grave. What has changed is how we express that need. And when we stop expressing it, that's when the trouble begins. Because this isn't just about missing out on a good time, though that's reason enough to care. It's about your health, your brain, your heart, your immune system. Studies show that when men stop engaging in sexual activity, including self-pleasure, cognitive decline can set in faster. Pleasure activates key neural pathways. When those go quiet, it's like dimming the lights in a room you still need to live in. Stress builds up. The immune system weakens. Cardiovascular health suffers without the regular boost of blood flow that sexual stimulation provides. A 2019 review in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that men who stayed sexually active, even solo, had lower all-cause mortality rates. In plain terms, they lived longer. I'll never forget one of my patients. Let's call him John. He was 72, a retired mechanic, tough as nails, but lately he felt off, tired, foggy, just not himself. We ran tests, adjusted meds, nothing clicked. Until one day he looked me in the eye and said, "Doc, I haven't felt like a man in years. I stopped everything after my wife passed." We talked openly about self-pleasure, not as a replacement but as a form of care, a way to come home to himself. 6 months later, he walked into my office grinning. "I feel alive again," he said. His blood pressure had dropped, his sleep had improved, and he was back tinkering in his garage, his happy place. So let me ask you this. What stopped you? Maybe it's privacy. You live with grandkids or in a care facility. Maybe it's a health issue, diabetes, arthritis, medications that blunt desire. Or maybe you just don't know how to start again after so much time. Whatever it is, you're not alone. And it's not the end of your story. Your body is adaptable, resilient, and so ready to meet you halfway. Drop a comment below. What's one barrier you've faced? No shame, just honesty. Because we're not here to judge. We're here to reconnect, to heal, and to rediscover what makes you feel fully alive. And I'm here to walk with you every step of the way. Let's dive into the science. Because this isn't just feel-good talk. This is fact. How does self-pleasure actually help you thrive as you age? First, it's a circulation powerhouse. Every time you engage in sexual activity, you're sending a wave of oxygen-rich blood through your entire body. And yes, especially down there. That blood flow keeps the penile tissues healthy, elastic, and functioning, not just for erections, but for bladder control and prostate health too. Speaking of the prostate, get this. A landmark Harvard study found that men who ejaculate 21 times a month or more lowered their risk of prostate cancer by up to 33%. That's not a fringe benefit. That's major. Then there's the hormone party. When you become aroused or reach orgasm, your body releases endorphins, your natural painkillers. They help with everything from achy knees to stubborn headaches. Next comes oxytocin, the cuddle hormone. It melts stress, eases anxiety, and helps you fall asleep faster and sleep deeper. And let's not forget testosterone. It spikes during sexual activity, helping preserve muscle mass and bone density, which we all start losing with age. And what about your brain? A study from the University of California showed that regular sexual activity boosts neuroprotective hormones, the kind that may help slow down memory loss or even reduce the risk of dementia. Let that sink in. This is full-body wellness, not fluff. But it's not just physical. Your emotional well-being gets a serious lift, too. When men disconnect from their sexual selves, I often see them slip into isolation, self-doubt, or even depression. But when they reclaim this part of themselves, it's like flipping a switch. They light up. They re-engage. With the world, with hobbies, with life. I'll never forget what one of my patients, a 68-year-old widower, told me. "Dr. Jackson, I didn't realize how much I'd missed just feeling human." That's what this is about. Not indulgence, not performance, but real grounded self-care, as essential as a healthy meal or a daily walk. Let's make it personal for a moment. What's one way you already take care of yourself? Maybe you enjoy early morning coffee, gardening, working on an old car, or taking long walks. Could you see this as another piece of that wellness puzzle? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear what keeps your spirit alive, because this isn't about pressure or performance. It's about curiosity, exploration, letting your body surprise you. And don't worry, I've got you covered with a clear, gentle plan to make it easy, safe, and tailored just for you. It's called the Restoration Method, a 5-step science-backed guide created specifically for men over 60 to reintroduce self-pleasure into their lives in a way that honors the body you have today. not the body you had at 25. No chasing youth, no unrealistic expectations. Just you, meeting yourself with kindness, science, and a bit of courage. Try it 2 or 3 times a week, and just watch what unfolds. Ready to learn the steps? A 5-step guide to reconnect with your body, reignite your vitality, and reclaim your pleasure on your own terms. Let's walk through it together. Step 1. Preparation. Set the stage. Start by creating a space that feels private, calm, and yours. Your bedroom, a quiet corner, anywhere you won't be disturbed. Lock the door. Dim the lights. Prop yourself up with pillows if your back needs support. Now grab a high-quality lubricant. Silicone-based is ideal for older skin. It's smooth, long-lasting, and gentle. Warm a quarter-sized amount between your hands. Let this be your ritual. No rush, no expectations, just you and your body, with permission to slow down and feel. Step 2. Relaxation. Close your eyes. Take 10 deep, intentional breaths. Inhalation for 4 seconds, exhalation for 6. Let your shoulders drop. Release tension from your jaw, your neck, your legs. This step isn't just a warm-up, it's a message to your nervous system. You're safe. You're home. If your mind drifts, that's okay. Gently return to your breath. This is about presence, not perfection. Step 3. Awakening. Now begin to explore your body. Not your genitals yet, but everywhere else. Glide your hands over your inner thighs, belly, chest. Notice what stirs sensation. Your body has changed. That's not a loss, it's an invitation. Is your neck more responsive than you remembered? Do your arms, hips, or back tingle in new ways? This is discovery, not performance. Follow curiosity, not goals. Step 4. Focus stimulation. Now that your body is awake, move into direct stimulation with 3 simple, powerful techniques. The encompassing palm. Wrap your lubricated hand gently around your penis. Slow, steady strokes up and down. Focus on sensation, not outcome. Gland circulation. Using 2 fingers, trace small circles around the head. Think of it as a massage for your nerves. Gentle, intentional, kind. Root strengthening. Apply moderate pressure to the perineum, the area between your scrotum and anus. This stimulates blood flow and strengthens the pelvic floor, crucial for overall function and vitality. Don't chase an erection. Don't chase orgasm. Chase feeling. Stay where it feels good. Step 5. Integration. When you're ready, pause, breathe. Feel the warmth and aliveness in your body. You've just given yourself a gift, not just of pleasure, but of presence. Take a moment to reflect. What did you notice? Maybe you felt relaxed. Maybe you discovered something new. Jot it in a private journal if you'd like. A quiet record of your journey back to yourself. How to begin. A gentle weekly plan. Start slow. Let this become familiar, not forced. Week 1. Stick to the first 3 steps. Focus on comfort and awareness. Week 2. Add gentle stimulation. Stay curious, not goal-driven. Week 3. Go full circle. Adjust the timing and pace to suit your body. Pro tip. Mornings between 9 to 11 a.m. are great. Your testosterone naturally peaks then. Or try early evening, 5 to 7 p.m. if mornings are hectic. If you have arthritis, do it after a warm shower to ease joint stiffness. On ED meds, time your practice to align with when they work best. So let me ask you, could you carve out 30 minutes just for yourself? What time of day feels most doable? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd truly love to hear where you're at. And remember, this is a no-shame zone. Just truth, care, and connection. You're worth this. You always have been. Before you start, dodge these common traps. Let's clear the path so you don't trip over the usual obstacles. 1. Don't expect fireworks every time. This isn't about firm erections or peak orgasms. Success is showing up, relaxing, feeling something good in your body, Pressure kills pleasure. Your nervous system can feel it, and it shuts down. Ease is your best ally. 2. Don't treat it like a once-in-a-while thing. Consistency matters. Think of this like brushing your teeth or stretching after a walk. Aim for 2 to 3 times a week to keep the benefits flowing and your body engaged. 3. Don't rush. Older bodies thrive on slow builds. Give yourself 30 to 45 minutes, not 5. Start with relaxation. Let arousal rise like a wave, not a rocket. This isn't a sprint. It's a walk through a garden. Notice everything. 4. Don't focus only on your genitals. Your entire body is a pleasure map. Thighs, chest, neck, belly. Explore. When you spread your attention, you lower the pressure and double the reward. 5. And the hardest trap? Shame. If it creeps in, speak back to it. This is doctor approved. It's good for my heart, my mind, my soul. Write down the benefits. Better sleep, sharper focus, lower stress, a deeper connection to yourself. Read them when doubt shows up, because it will, and you're stronger than it. I'll never forget a patient, Tom, 76 years old, blushed even saying the word pleasure. We worked through it. 3 months in, he said, "Doctor Jackson, I feel proud of myself again." Your turn. What's one thing holding you back? Is it time, privacy, feeling out of practice? Drop it in the comments. No shame, just truth. Chances are someone else is nodding along, and we'll sort it out together. This is just the beginning. You've got the tools. You've got the science. Most importantly, you have permission. This isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. Waking up energized, feeling connected to your body again, owning your story with confidence and care. Start with just step 1 today. Your future self will thank you. If this resonated, please like and subscribe. That small click helps this message reach more men who need it. Maybe someone who hasn't heard they still matter. And hey, share this with a friend. You might be the one who breaks the silence for them. Before you go, where are you watching from? What's your biggest takeaway? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and I can't wait to hear your story. This is Dr. Jackson signing off, just surviving. See you next time.